All right, we should be good to go.
All right.
Give me 1 second. Let me just refresh this. Good.
Imagine stream doesn't start, technical difficulty.
Again, literally just start talking about it.
We just jinx it.
You know, on one of my biggest podcasts, I had like this guest that is like a huge personality. His name is Dan Thurman, and we had gotten halfway through the podcast, and we had talked about it. We had made a joke, and we had said, you know, we've gotten this far, and luckily there haven't been any technical difficulties so far. Literally, I kid you not even 10 minutes later, the stream shut down.
Shouldn't have jinxed it, man.
Yeah, we literally jinxed it. And we pulled it back up, and everybody in the chat was like, oh my gosh, you jinxed it. Oh my gosh. I'm like, no, I shouldn't have.
No problem so far, huh?
We pulled it back up. Yeah. It was definitely funny. Definitely didn't expect it, but you know, again, that's the nature of streaming. You just got to work through it.
It's pretty much unpredictable, and that's why a lot of people make like test accounts to like test their streams out before they actually start streaming for real.
Yeah.
So like I might even do that when I do start streaming, maybe.
And so your name is Angel. You are a content creator on YouTube. How old are you, man?
I'm actually 16, believe it or not.
Are you really?
Yeah, I'm 16.
Yeah,
no, everybody.
16. Nah, you got the vibe of an older guy.
No, yeah, I'm an old soul in another life.
Man, my motto is old soul, young at heart.
Yeah, you got to keep that energy. But yeah, everybody that asks me that question don't expect me to be 16. They expect me to be like 20 or like 22 or something like that around there. But no, they were like 16. No, you're lying to me.
So you got into this whole content creating world, and you're doing a lot of stuff with film. So what's that like?
Like filming and all that stuff. What's that like? Sometimes it's like stressful, but it's a good kind of stress that pushes you and keeps you going. I mean, for some others, it might be like kind of unhealthy, the amount of stress you get from it, because you have to set all the different things up. You have to make sure that things go smoothly. But at the same time, when it all happens, you kind of you're glad that you did it. And you learn from it as a person, and you learn more about the craft of like filming and acting and all that stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much how it is. I feel like the easiest part for me is like script writing out of everything.
Really?
Yeah, because I come up with ideas on the fly. It isn't like really difficult for me to do. I mean, thanks to like advice from people that I've asked and stuff, and that, you know, usually I either don't think about it too hard, because then you're just going to block off all information, get desperate. So like I distract myself with something, just let the ideas come, or just isolate myself and just think only on that, and then just let my hand write or like type, whatever you prefer.
So do you just like do you have an idea about something and then you just start filming it in the moment, or are you just writing it down? Like, what's the creative process like for you?
I get an idea, and then I either expand on it in the moment, or I instantly know what I want to do. So like either I see something that gives me inspiration and I could add something to it, or I'm just doing something random, like I could be eating and then I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. And then I just make sure to remember it, type it on my phone, expand on it later, and then film it. That's pretty much how my writing process goes.
Yeah, I try to dabble with guitar, you know, a fair amount. And recently I haven't been doing myself enough of a favor with indulging my creative side. So I've been trying to make more of an effort to write a song out. And just the process for writing a song, it's weird.
I've never written a song before, like on a guitar. I mean, I play guitar and stuff, which is not a known fact out there. I'm trying to learn piano, which is, oh boy, man, I can't use both of my hands at the same time. It's just like, I don't understand. I can't separate them. But yeah, I practice guitar a lot thanks to my cousin. He got me into guitar. And, you know, I think I play pretty good, but I know sometimes I mess up.
Hey, man, but it's just starting somewhere, right?
Yeah, just practice pretty much. And the way your fingers hurt and get callous is just so annoying.
But that's the best part. Like, you feel like you're doing something at that
like,
point.
Oh my God, it's like working out.
All right, let's see. Hold on. We got some people in the chat right now. So we got Chandler who says, dang, who's this cutie with the HyperX? Man, I love you, Chandler. You know it's me. We got Dell on Twitch. Let's go. What's up, man? Fitness got Fitness, got a homie eating healthy and shit. I ate a whole rotisserie chicken for dinner. Let's go.
Mm,
Dang. All right,
mm,
Kaylor. Kaylor's actually he's kind of my inspiration with this man.
that's awesome.
Yeah, he's a monster at it. He just kills guitar. Like he's been playing. I think he started at your age, 16. Is that right,
Mhm.
Kaylor? Is that when was that when you started?
I always
And
respect people that play guitar, like, because the one thing I can't really do is like the finger style type of guitar where they just go crazy. I, for the life of me, can't do that, and I always respect people really well. Or like, even if they just play normally, like chords, I respect really well.
Kaylor
It
said
takes a
he
lot of
started at
effort.
15 and 3/4.
3/4.
Oh man. All right. Let's see. A whole chicken will make you a big and strong, big and stunky. You gotta grow facial hair to be good at guitar, man. What's up,
That's the
Randall?
secret. I knew it.
That's it. Literally it, man. I can play hard on Guitar Hero.
Hey, that's another skill in itself. I even though I play guitar, I probably can't play Guitar Hero very well unless I practice. So I mean,
Fair, fair. Like literally, I thought I would be good at Guitar Hero, and I literally picked it up, and no, it's not the same.
yeah, it's just especially when it's like going really quick. I'm just like, wait, hold on, wait, wait,
I
slow down.
I really don't get how people take Guitar Hero like Dragon Force or Through the Fire and the
Mhm.
Flames, that song, and how they memorize the
No, yeah,
entire
there's people that like
pattern.
blindfold themselves and then they just play it by memory, and I'm just like,
They
what?
get perfect scores. Like that's just insane to me. I
And they even time like the power up like perfectly. I'm just like, I would never be able to do that. Right? I just don't have the patience to actually.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Like how
that's
much time did
crazy.
you put into this, man?
Yeah, just for like a viral video, which I guess it worked. Maybe I don't know. When I saw it, I don't know if it was viral, but it was insane. I
I
think it
just
was a
want
streamer
I just
actually.
want Haley Williams from Paramore to be my girlfriend. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna tell Lex on your ass. I tried playing guitar and failed miserably. Through the
Yeah,
Fire
with
and
time
Flames head ass.
you definitely learn a lot. When I first played, I couldn't even put my fingers on the actual guitar to make a chord properly. I couldn't even do like an A minor. I couldn't do any of that stuff. And it really hurt just to like stretch my hands to like do it. But you get used to it at one point, and it feels good when you can finally play the guitar. I definitely learned it better than the freaking piano over here. I can't learn that like for I just don't have any skill on piano.
Hey man, it's
Only a
all
little bit.
practice. All practice.
I can only play with one hand.
That's the hardest part. Is like trying to duel it, like get them both.
Yeah, and
This
you
one doing one
remembering
rhythm.
it too. And like sometimes when I play for a long time, my hands get sweaty, so I slip and press the wrong note, and this just kills everything. Kills the whole vibe.
Let's see. The secret to playing guitar is thinking you're good. I was completely buns, but I kept playing because I thought I was good.
I mean, yeah, I think that's actually good advice too, because I kept like whenever my cousin would compare himself like to me, I would be like, yeah, I'm better than you. I'm better than you. Even though it's not true, it wanted me to play more. It made me want to play more. So that could work. You could trick yourself to thinking you're really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, have you learned anything from filmmaking? Like, has there been a process of like you looking back on some of your work or some of your videos, and you're just like, oh man, I wish I could have done this better. I wish I could have done that
Oh yeah,
better.
it's compared to like the first like skit or like thing I've ever made that's like staged or whatever. I learned how to like from that time to now, I learned how to light scenes better. I learned how to just more camera angles, more like techniques when it comes to like film with a camera. Obviously acting too, practice that more, made myself look more believable in front of a camera. I definitely became more comfortable in front of a camera because before I wasn't. Like whenever I would act in front of like friends and stuff, I would always have this part of me where it's like a bit uncomfortable or like embarrassed, but that's just because I was new to it. So like eventually I got over it. But I learned a lot of stuff. Sometimes I wish that I could remake those videos, but like still keep it like past, like not post them now. Cause then I would just be like, dang, I could have made it so well. But you know, I did what I could at the time. I'm pretty sure I made even editing mistakes as well when I posted my first skit and stuff.
Hey man,
Uh,
just do like a remastered version of your video.
yeah, just remaster it at this point. Yeah, because I learned a lot of editing as well because I edit all of my stuff. Nobody really edits for me. So I definitely changed editors as well. I use Premiere Pro I used to use like some free editor, which they're not bad. DaVinci's Resolve is pretty good, but that wasn't out at the time, I think. I don't really remember, but I used like a really bad editor before. Like I think Windows Movie Maker or something like really bad.
Yeah, and I think that's what I've been using to try and edit my videos. And again, that's the biggest downside of being a content creator, at least for me. Like this part is easy. This part, doing the whole stream and getting everything set up with the guests, like that's fine. It's the after part. It's getting the content edited so I can upload it in small clips on Instagram, promoting it.
Yeah.
It's not a market kind of guy.
And you know, and there's times where I've edited videos and it would just crash and delete everything I've done.
Oh, that's frustrating.
Multiple times. Even with the skit, AI in video games, that one crashed like twice and deleted itself and I had to redo it twice.
Yeah, actually, I just saw that skit, which was pretty funny. You basically you're basically making fun of some of the AIs when you're trying to like crouch and sneak around some of the obstacles and these first person games, and then the AI like thinks it sees you. And it's like literally staring at you.
I just take like a basically like, you know, a relatable thing that anybody could like go through and exaggerate it to like the maximum. That's mostly what I do with all of my videos. Like the AI in video games, like some AI might not be that bad, but for some people it would be. Like the main inspiration was like Skyrim, if you know that game, which I was obsessed with. Skyrim had some, oh man, when your sneak was 100, you became a shadow. Nobody saw you. It doesn't matter if you bumped into them, if you crouched in front of them, they just couldn't see you. So that was the main inspiration for that video. And the overpowered AI, that was just a kind of opposites kind of thing, like an opposite of it. And then that's pretty much where that idea came from.
So Kaylor says, the thing I love about art is that it captures the artist at a point in time. There are plenty of songs that I wrote back in the day that I think are terrible now. It's just awesome that I can look back and see what I thought was awesome in the moment.
Yeah, and it catches like your kind of perception of what you think reality is, if you think about it, and what you feel towards something at that moment, if that makes sense. Because obviously as we go older, we change our opinions on things, we react differently to things. And, you know, when you make songs or make films, you can see or remember how you used to think back then to make that stuff. That's usually how, when I look back at my old videos, I'm like, I thought about that, or like, you know, I just remember my thought process for it, and I'm like, damn, like I grew.
Well, yeah, that's why I like streaming, right? Because especially the podcast format, because I can look back and see, dang, I was really nervous during that podcast. Dang, I slipped up my words during that podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
I wonder how much I've grown, like, you know, intellectually from that podcast. And you can literally look back and have this timestamp of who you were just previously, however long ago the video was. And it's pretty awesome, honestly.
Yeah, the last podcast I did, which I think was like a year ago, maybe, I don't even remember. Like time flies or just slows down for me sometimes. But you know, I haven't looked back at it, but the last time I did, I either look completely different or just act completely different. I know I was way more nervous back then because it was like my first, you know, being on stream and stuff. When it comes to like being known as like the film side of like who I am and stuff. So I was kind of nervous, but you know, I got over it as time goes on. Just kind of went with the flow and it worked out. So, you know,
I think that's the major part, is just trying to get comfortable in my own skin, for me at least, because I can look back at some of the podcasts that I put a lot of pressure on. I put a lot of pressure on this one, like I was telling you before stream, Dan Thurman. And I, especially when we had that technical difficulty towards the end, after jinxing it, I was
just panic.
Yeah.
Like, oh God, what do I do? Oh no.
Looking back on that podcast and reminiscing, it's like, why did I even put so much pressure on it? Like, Dan's a cool dude. Like,
yeah, because sometimes we're very hard on ourselves, like as humans. I guess that's just our nature in a way. Like we're just very hard on ourselves and we try to be as perfect as we can. But you know, perfection isn't something that you can what's the word? It isn't something that you can like pretend that you can do. It's not something you can do. It's just like, nothing's perfect, pretty much is what I'm trying to say. And trying to strive for perfection is just something that is just going to be a goal that you're chasing that you're not really ever going to catch, pretty much. It might sound harsh, but that's the truth. I mean, if we look at like certain things, sometimes imperfections is what make things really, really good. Mistakes are sometimes things that make life or just whatever you're doing worthwhile, and it makes you look back and see how much you've grown, or uh, just how maybe good you had it back then, or just how you're surprised something worked out. Just whatever it is, you can't strive for perfection and stuff, because it's just going to be a goal that it'll be a dead end, kind of.
Right.
As sad it is to say.
Let's see. Randall says #Dream Team. Kaylor says Skyrim slaps. Ragnar the Red Baby. What is that?
I think he was, because one of the characters is Ragnar the Red in the game, and it's like a tavern song. But I think that might be a reference to it, but I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Chandler says facts. Were you Imperial or Stormcloak?
I started as a Stormcloak, but I went to the Imperials.
Okay, yeah, this. I have no knowledge of Skyrim. I play
ESO.
Yeah,
that's like a. Oh yeah, me too. That's like a civil war thing going on. The Stormcloaks are like Nords fighting for like, I guess for their own land, since that's where they're born, and then Imperials are like people that came and took over Skyrim. I kind of forgot most of the stuff, but I was really into it back then, like the whole civil war thing. And I'm like, who's right? Because I never knew who was right in that civil war. It's kind of confusing, but I ended up siding with Imperials because
gotta pick a side.
Yeah, because it just made sense. They had the most like power and military and stuff, and if any person tries to come in and like fight both of them while they're weak, the Imperials could take them on. So it's that was my thought process on it.
All right, let's see. Randall said, I had a lot of poetry I wrote back in the day, and I wish I still had them. Why don't you just keep writing, Randall?
Yeah, just keep writing and create more poetry that you can see in the future for yourself.
See, I don't ever want to lose the aspect of myself. And I felt like the past few months, I've been neglecting my creative side. Mm-hmm. So I've really tried to push for incorporating more guitar or music into my schedule, whatever I'm doing at the time. It's I feel as though there's a difference between creative people and logical. I want to be able to be that happy medium, someone that's creative and can be logical at the same time. So it's just, oh my gosh, Chandler. I don't know if you can see the chat, but I'll read it in a second. All right. I'll read it in a second. But again, just having that creative side I feel is important. But Chandler basically posted the definition of the fitness gram pacer test. Is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I remember when I heard that in school, I would get just flashbacks of just feeling like shit when running, pretty much. I mean, now it's definitely more doable for me, but back then I wasn't a healthy person. So like, I was definitely less athletic and stuff. I would die in those.
Hey man, you're still young though. Keep up that cardio. Keep up the physical fitness, man.
Yeah, just trying to stick to the insanity workouts that I've been doing and stuff.
Yeah, that's honestly, those are really good for quarantine. To be honest.
Yeah, at home, I try to get into like weight stuff, and that's when quarantine hit. So, there's not much I could do.
Yeah, I completely forgot about all those workouts.
No, yeah, I just what I do for quarantine, I just try to stick with like a routine pretty much for the whole day. I'm pretty basic when it comes to like schedule and stuff. I don't do anything special except like maybe randomly play guitar or like write for a few or meditate or something. But I don't really do anything that interesting. I usually play video games or something.
Do any of your ideas come to you while you're meditating?
I think it makes more room in my head
really?
To be able to think of those things. Yeah. Because like since meditation like clears your mind and you're not thinking about what you need to do the next day, or like, you're not overthinking things. um it gives me more space to think about stuff, and it gives me like clear ideas come to me more easier. And my memory is better as well, so like I'll be able to remember ideas I forgot, or stuff like that. Usually I meditate when I look for answers while meditating. I do it something that's like life related, like for example, like what's my purpose, or like what do I like to do. Obviously for me it's film, but for somebody that doesn't know, they can meditate and really sit on like, what do I want to do, like what would I be happy doing for the rest of my life, pretty much.
Right. So
Yeah, so
how do you meditate? Because I think there's like a couple different
um
approaches.
yeah, what I do is well, you can't see it, but like this is like a closet thing that I have here. I have a bunch of stuff up here since I'm messy, but I grab like a little mat thing, I put it on the floor like back here, and then I put a timer on my phone. I sit down and just meditate. I try to do like the lotus feet position. I don't know if you know what that is.
Explain that to me.
That's like I don't know how to explain it, but I think you put like one of your feet like on your opposite thigh, and then your other leg on your opposite thigh. It's like a weird,
Oh, I
like,
got you. I got you. I got you. I know what
and
you're talking
I
about. I know what you're
can't
talking
do it.
about.
I'm not that flexible. Plus, I saw a video and it was like, if you do this wrong, you can mess up your knee permanently. And I'm like, I'm not trying it. I'm not taking the chance. But yeah, I just kind of crisscross applesauce on the floor and just sit down and meditate.
Okay. Yeah, because I one of the hardest things for me is when I meditate, or at least try to meditate,
Mhm,
is trying to clear your head.
mhm.
Try like actually silencing all your thoughts is really, really
No,
hard.
yeah. When I started, it was, I don't know. It's like I just kept. It was just something that just kept thinking. I just kept thinking about like, am I doing this right, or like, oh, there you go. I stopped thinking. Wait, am I thinking right now?
Hmm.
Like it just starts this kind of like, but like what I learned is that like just focus on your breath. Just feel it. Going through your body and stuff, and as well, just like don't try to shut your thoughts off completely, because that's just gonna want to make your brain think more.
Yeah.
To be kind of like an observer. Like, if a thought passes by, just, hear it out and then let it pass through. Don't overthink it. Don't keep thinking about it. Just kind of let it pass by. That's pretty much what I learned while doing this.
Yeah, I actually I try to do a lot of meditation. I incorporate meditative practices when I'm trying to go to sleep because
Mhm.
I feel like those knock me out.
No, yeah, because it relaxes you a lot and your muscles and stuff.
Yeah, so one of the things is when I'm laying there and I'm starting to breathe, or I do that whatever mindfulness it is,
Hmm.
and I try to clear my thoughts. For me, images come through my head. Like I guess I'm a image thinker
Hmm.
instead of a
Like
verbal
a
thinker. So
visual person type thing.
yeah. So when I'm laying there in bed, in the best way for me to get to sleep is I'll imagine these images and I'll just watch the images
Hmm.
play out. And it's
Oh,
really
that's really cool.
cool because honestly, I've gotten some
I wish
really
I could do that.
you can, and I think everybody can.
Yeah,
It's
I think it's just like practice or something. But like, I don't know. I don't know. I've never I mean, I've heard of people that can do that, yeah. But like I've never been able to do it myself. Like the most I could do is just imagine something in the back of my head, but like I can't like see it in front of me kind of with my eyes closed. Like imagine it there.
that's the thing. It's like for me when I and anybody can try this right now on stream. But if you close your eyes and you just pay attention, your brain will generate images behind your eyelids. And the best way to do it is when you're in the shower, you throw on cold water.
Oh yeah. I started showering with cold water too, recently. Well, not recently. I've actually done it since like the beginning of this year, which people might think is torture, but eventually it's really calming, to be
It really
honest.
is. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't shower with cold water all the time, but occasionally, right when I'm about to get out of the shower, I'll
Mhm.
shock my body with freezing cold water,
Mhm.
and I'll notice that I see those images more. It's like those images are really like vivid at that point.
Yeah, the most of the stuff that I've seen like while meditating is just like I usually see like an animal, like a wolf or like a fox or something, or I don't think I've seen like anything like very vividly. I've only seen like certain things, which I mean, when I meditate, I don't really try to visualize or focus on what I'm seeing. I just kind of try to space out in
Yeah.
my, yeah. So like, I don't really pay attention. So maybe I saw more, but that's pretty much what I remember seeing. Because time flies when I'm meditating. Like first I started with 5 minutes, then 10, then 15, which is now. And then I just don't pay attention and time just goes quick.
Yeah, Dell said he was up to 30 minutes of meditation. Randall says I can't do cold showers. 4 more
Yeah,
days,
some people
Randall.
can't. Some people can't, but you get used to it, and it becomes relaxing in a way,
Yeah, I mean,
especially in summertime right now. Definitely, since my house is like a sauna, it's like the sun lives here. It's my roommate.
let's
Room's
see.
always hot.
What's up, Drew? He says, do you use an app to meditate?
No, I was thinking of using like nature sounds and stuff like that, but I actually started with just silence.
Really?
Like I just put a timer on like my clock thing that comes on my iPhone, and then I just meditate to silence pretty much.
You know, I'm not. We're not sponsored by Headspace, but we're
Mm. Yeah,
disclosure. Headspace is really good. Honestly,
yeah.
if you're just getting into meditating, that
I heard
that
I heard that
app
has
is
like
really
guided
good.
meditations, right? Like
Yeah,
they
the
guide
voice is so soothing.
yeah, it's really good because I've looked into like guided meditations and I actually did one once, and it's actually relaxing. You know, it seems cliche at first when they're like, close your eyes, but like it's actually relaxing.
Yeah, I mean they bring you back on point because when your mind starts to wander and you start to think about, oh shit, I had that scheduled thing I needed to do today.
Yeah,
It's
you can
like
just focus on
forget
the
about
voice.
that thought that just
Yeah.
passed through your head, and you're like, fuck, I just realized I did have a
Yeah.
thought.
Like, and you could just focus on the voice and the sounds and time will pass too. Like usually a guided meditation is like 25, 40 minutes or something crazy. I mean, some of them are short if you look it up specifically, but like for certain things, some of them are long. And the most I did was like 40 minutes, and I didn't even notice that much time passed by because I just kept focusing on the voice, the background music or whatever. And I pretty much was surprised when I was like, "Oh, it's done."
I
So
mean,
that's
that's the
pretty much my
best.
experience.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
best. I mean, like literally, your mind just wanders and just
It
it.
just does its thing.
Yeah,
It
I
does, yeah.
mean, you don't even realize it. Let's see. YouTube has a channel for meditation. I had a business coach that would have us do it before meetings to zone us in. I meditate to old Daydreams podcast. I love it, Dell. I love it. It was beast. EV1 Robert says hi. Oh, what's up? Oh, everyone. I got it. Oh, okay. That's slang. Have you ever heard of binaural beats?
I definitely heard of the name, but I kind of forgot what it is. Is it like a channel?
No, no, no. So basically, it's like these. So what they do is, and I think you can find a YouTube channel.
No, yeah.
Is they play like a certain frequency
Yeah.
or like a wavelength or something in one ear and then another one in another, and your brain has to sort of compensate for the two to find a middle ground,
Uh-huh.
and it's thought to help you focus better. So it's kind of
Oh.
like meditating and
No, yeah, I've definitely seen videos and stuff of like different frequencies playing and all that. And yeah, I heard about that binaural beats. Is that how you say it?
binaural beats. Yeah,
Yeah, binaural.
everyone
Yeah.
should check it out. I mean, I highly recommend it. Don't do it while you're driving because I mean they can get relaxing.
They just fall asleep on the seat. Oh wait.
Yeah, pass out while you're driving. That's dangerous, man.
Yeah, a lot of people fall asleep when meditating. I haven't yet. Well,
Oh,
I don't know. I don't remember, but
I mean, like I said, man. Right before I go to bed, if I do any sort of meditative practices, I'm going right to sleep.
yeah, just knock out there.
Yeah, even if I'm doped up on caffeine. Well, some nights it doesn't work because I've literally stayed up all night and I've tried that technique, but my
Mm.
brain is just so wired, like I can't tune anything out. Like I can't. So I've literally just sat there for hours, just like I couldn't do
Yeah,
anything
pretty
about
much
it.
suffering. Just like I want to sleep so bad.
Yeah. And then it makes it worse because then you go down like a worse spiral, and you're like, dude, why can't I get to sleep? I gotta be up in 3
Oh yeah,
hours.
and you get stressed, and that makes you want to. It makes your body stay up more, and then it's just like the only time I've done that, or like actually no, that's happened to me multiple times, is when I've slept like really late. I needed to wake up the next day for like school or something, and I just couldn't sleep. And instead of fighting, I'm just like, you know what? Whatever is late to hand in, I'm just gonna start working on it until the morning.
Yeah, I mean, I've had to do that too. Like, I've gotten up and just played guitar because my brain just will not let me sleep.
Yeah, so I'm just like, hey, might as well use the time instead of using it to stress, you know.
Yeah, got to be productive somehow, man.
Yeah, if I'm not productive in the mornings, might as well be productive now. It's the only time I have at this point.
Yeah, again, binaural beats. I highly recommend anybody check them out. But I used to use those things to study because those were really good.
Oh, the songs that I usually listen to just random songs when I study. Um, I make sure I listen to songs that I know, not like any new songs, because then my brain focuses on what's being said and the beat and stuff. I usually just play whatever and just like zone out the music, but kind of like not really. I don't know what I do, but I just focus really hard when I listen to music on
Bro, I'm about
something.
to hit everybody in chat with some knowledge right now.
Uh-oh.
Lo-fi beats.
Oh yeah.
If
No,
you gotta study, lo-fi beats.
no, yeah, that's what I used to actually do like homework on here on my computer. I listened to lo-fi radio, stuff like that, and it's so calming.
I swear,
Just
people that listen to lo-fi are smarter. Just
no,
saying
yeah,
it.
it has to
That's
be like this.
that's not a scientific study. That's nothing. I'm throwing it out there. Like Nikki, my wife, she plays The Killers. That's her playlist. I just can't do music with lyrics because for me, I just get so focused on the lyric part and I just want to
No,
listen
yeah,
to lyric.
sometimes when I'm like reading or something, it only happens when reading. When I'm writing, I already know what I'm writing, so I just zone out. But when I'm reading, my brain randomly switches from what I'm reading to just the song lyric, and like I'm just like like if I'm reading, I randomly like my brain thinks it saw the word that was said in the song in the reading. And I'm just like, wait, that doesn't make sense. Hold on. Oh, let's back up. So
Right.
yeah, for
If
reading, I sometimes can't do that.
Yeah, and if you've ever started to like meditate, you'll realize how easy your mind gets distracted.
Yeah,
So it's like,
especially by random sounds too.
yeah, and if you're listening to lyrics, man, and you're just like whatever Nikki listens to, like The Killers.
Yeah.
If you're listening to that, man, and lyric comes on, you just get pumped, you start singing along. Like, dude, I've already forgotten what I was trying to write. Like,
No, yeah, there was sometimes when doing homework and stuff where I'm just like I get too into the song and I'm just like singing along to it and I just completely forgot what I was just doing. I'm like, oh God, wait, hold on. I need to continue.
yeah, it's the worst, man. Wait, hold on. Randall says, almost like the singing bowl. Singing bowl. What were
I
we
don't know
talking
what
about?
that
Binaural
is.
beats, I think minutes ago.
Yeah.
Randall says, I've gone to bed thinking, did I do this? Did I do that? If I want to sleep, I put it on sleep music from Spotify. Sleep music doesn't get me. I can't go to sleep listening to anything.
No, like the only time I really went to sleep and to I guess soothing music is you know what lucid dreaming is? And
Yeah.
all yeah. So I wanted to try out to see if the videos were like they play this certain sound for hours. Like I wanted to see if that would get me to lucid dream. So that's what I did. I put like my laptop, started it, and then went to sleep. Sadly, I was disappointed the next day, but I just woke up to it still playing. I'm like, oh. I just had one goal in mind to lucid dream, and I can't do it.
Have you ever lucid dreamed?
Yeah, multiple times actually.
Yeah, what's it like for you at least?
Oh man, it's really cool. The latest one I had was like again some like Skyrim type shit where like I'm like I was in this cave and you know I didn't know I was dreaming yet, but it was like some sort of like adventure thing. I had like a sword and there was like enemies and stuff there. I don't know shit about swords in real life. I don't have any skill, but in this dream I was the biggest badass. But yeah, no knowledge of sword use at all. I would get my ass kicked in a real sword fight, but in this dream, I was a legend for some reason. All right,
That's awesome.
yeah, and you know, pretty much you can control anything that happens. Like it was too dark, so I just looked at my hand and imagined a torch, and it just appeared there, pretty much. Some people it takes practice to do that. For me, it's random if I can make things happen in a dream, because sometimes I am aware that I'm dreaming, but I can't control anything, and just random shit happens.
For me, I think the dream that I go to the most. All right, so I have dreams where I'm I can fly in the dream, and those are the best.
Those feel great.
Those are the best. But how I fly is so weird. The startup is so weird. I
can't even think of the startup for me.
Most people don't have a startup, but for me, like my brain registers flying from the N64 Super Mario game, where Mario has the cap on that lets him fly, but you have to jump 3 times before you can take off and fly.
Oh my god, I know what you're talking about.
In my dream, when I have the flying dreams, I gotta get a running head start and I gotta jump 3 times just to get off the ground. I'm like, what the fuck?
For me, I think I literally just fly up and then just like go wherever I want to go.
Yeah, that would be cool, man. I wish I could do that.
No, yeah, instead of having to just jump 3 times, yahoo!
Oh my gosh. Sometimes in the dream it gets frustrating because like I'm trying to run away from something and then I'm like jumping, and then I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
Imagine if you're just witnessing someone in your dream jumping 3 times and then flying away. I don't know what I would do, honestly. I'm just like, do I fly next? I don't know.
Let's see. Jordan sends love. She apologizes that she can't make it, but she wants you to know that she supports you. She hopes you all have a great day. Well, Josh, tell her we said we love her, and hopefully she can come back and watch the podcast because she's the one that set this up. So I thank her.
Oh yeah, she's awesome. I support Jordan and everything. She's so kind, and this is.
Oh man, she's always tuning in. Like,
yeah, it's like
take your break.
Yeah, she's awesome. I'm glad that she set this up as well.
This is dope, man. After the podcast, let's link up. Let me get your number and everything. But
all right, man. Sounds cool.
That'll be after the podcast because you're a really cool dude, man.
Thanks, bro.
Let's get to dreaming again.
All right.
What do you think dreams come from? Do you think that they're just your brain?
I mean, like,
it
could be just your brain, like, REM or some whatever they call it, but like I don't know, it could be messages as well. Like it's kind of like we don't really know. I mean, unless we do, and I just haven't done any research and I'm being dumb, which is usually the case. But I feel like dreams could be certain messages that your body's trying to give you. And there's a random fly in this room, but it could be certain messages that your body might be giving you, or like. I know, because I had dreams where things happened and then they happened in real life, like on some
like premonitions. All right,
yeah, and if it was just the brain being random, that would be like 1 in a million chance, you would think, right, for it to perfectly happen. So I'm thinking like it's either a message or just maybe your body telling you how it feels, like something like that. Because I've heard that there's people when they lucid dream, which I've done this once too, you could talk to the subconscious part of your brain in a way, if that makes sense. For me, it wasn't like a face-to-face thing. It's just in the dream, it was really weird. Like I asked out loud, because usually that's how things happen. You have to say it out loud. But I said out loud that I wanted to talk with my subconscious. And when I did, I was placed in this like forest area because I love nature and stuff. So I guess that was just a way of making me feel comfortable or whatever. My brain is a way of making me comfortable. So when I was there, the way that it talked to me was just like through typing. Like imagine like right now where you're looking, you just see letters appear. That's kind of how it responded to what I was saying. It wasn't like an actual voice.
That's trippy, man.
No, yeah, it's really weird. Like I would ask it questions and I didn't control its responses. So it kind of felt like I was talking to somebody else. But if you think about it, I was just talking to myself. In a way,
or were you? That's the real question. Like,
yeah, maybe I wasn't.
Was it the simulation sending you signals? Like,
exactly. Maybe I need to escape the simulation. But yeah, I asked it questions like, what's the meaning of life, stuff like that. And I mean, the answer that I could remember that it gave me to that question was kind of the meaning of life is the meaning that you give it, right? Like, let's say if you have a family, right? Then your meaning of life is to provide for your family and protect them and stuff like that. Or if like you're going after a dream, right? Then your meaning of life is to work towards that dream until you accomplish it. So it's not like a set thing is basically what my brain told me that the meaning of life was. And I was like, I wasn't smart enough to say that at the time, so I'll take it.
Yeah, I had one message that came to me, and we're not going to talk about how it came to me, but that's another time. We don't have enough time in this podcast to talk about how it came to me, but One of the messages I got from life was like, everybody thinks they're special. And everybody wants to be special.
Yeah.
But you're not special at all unless you make yourself special.
Exactly. Yeah. Some people have the natural
Someone clip
talent.
that.
Yeah, clip that. That's
clip that.
That's some knowledge right there. Clip it, post it everywhere.
Yeah, clip it on Twitch.
Yeah, because it's very true. We all want to be special and different from one another, so we feel like we have something to give, to provide, or to, you know, whatever. And you know, some of us, you know, we can only make ourselves as special as we work towards making ourselves. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't really explain it, but like basically what you said, like you have to work to kind of make yourself special in the way that you want to be.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, everybody grows up thinking, oh my gosh, my mom would tell me all the time, and I love you, Mom, but you're a special kid. I'm like, oh, that's what moms are supposed to say.
Yeah, pretty much. It's
that's what mom is supposed to say.
Yeah. And, you know, you can't really expect things to come to you, if that makes sense. And I know some people, they kind of sit down in this chair where I'm at, and they'll wait for tomorrow to do something, or they'll like pretty much procrastinate on something, or just expect an opportunity to come to them. When the truth is that you have to go out there and look for it, because nothing will really gravitate towards you if you're not doing anything.
Yeah, time doesn't wait for anybody.
Yeah, like for example, if I didn't do the YouTube stuff, it's not like you would randomly magically appear and be like, hey, want to be in a podcast? Like, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, we would never be having this conversation. I mean, life.
Yeah, so like
that was another thing I learned, and this was from a motivational speech. Life doesn't give you what you want; it gives you what you deserve.
Yeah.
So I think that spoke volumes to me, because coming from somebody that came from nothing, and he was like, you know, I worked for everything. I think it was like this football player that got into like a bad accident, and
I think I saw that actually. Did he like mess up his arm or something?
You know, I don't know, but he had a bad concussion. I think he was playing. I think it was a Tennessee player, and I could forward everybody the motivational speech. But basically, the guy said, you know, I was about to sign like a couple $1 million contract going to the NFL, but then I had this concussion that took me out of the rest of the season.
Yeah, I think I saw that actually.
I worked hard, got right back onto it, and you know, I got what I deserved. Like I worked for what I deserved.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you can't expect to, you know, sit around and life gives you everything you want. I mean, if it was like that, shit, sign me up. But,
right, for real.
You know, that's just not how it is. Life isn't a 5-star hotel.
Ain't it?
Yeah, you just have to work for things.
At some point, we all have our own problems that we all have.
Yeah.
You know.
You just have to have hope, you know, that things will work out. And even if you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel, you have to make your own light sometimes.
Yeah.
You know?
See, Dylan, you are special. Everyone is special in their own way. Me being disabled, I see the world different from most people.
That could be a gift.
Exactly.
If you think about it, yeah.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I think everybody has their special traits.
Yeah.
I think everybody has the unique experience and their
unique like thinking process or like mindset, you know. Even though there could be two people in the same room that think and agree on the same things, they have their own reasons, they have their own experiences, you know. So like, I mean, everybody is special in a way, if you really
but you got to do something with it.
Yeah, you got to do
and
something.
That's where, you know, you're not special unless you make yourself special comes from. Like, yeah, everybody has their own drives, their own experience, their subjective opinions on how the world should work. The problem is a lot of people procrastinate. Like you said, they wait for the world to give it to them. And you know, I'm guilty of this. Everybody's guilty.
Yeah,
of
this.
Me
too. When I want to work out, I'm just like, I don't feel like doing it. Like I'll do it in 5 minutes. 5 minutes passes. 10 minutes. 10 minutes passes. But you fall into that pattern, but you just have to catch yourself and hold yourself accountable, pretty much.
I think my biggest crutch right now is definitely TikTok and video games like Overwatch, playing Overwatch with the boys.
Yeah, I love Overwatch. I'm a Genji main.
Are you really? Okay. Yeah. So are you feeling a little upset about these nerfs coming out?
No, yeah. I mean, with Genji, I mean, I don't even know if I'd be as good as I was before on the game because I took a little bit of a break on it since I didn't have anybody like to play with. Because I
Okay.
don't have a lot of friends on PC; they're usually on console. And
Bro, so wait, hold on. Before we go any further, do you have Overwatch on PC?
yes,
Do you have a Discord?
yes.
All right, we're setting you up after this. Cool.
All right,
It's
awesome.
done. We're setting you up,
team.
dude. Our whole Discord plays Overwatch. Like, you have a whole community of people.
All right, great. Because I could show off my not great Genji skills.
No, dude. Everybody in this Discord is really chill. Everybody. I mean, there was a little bit of drama that just took place, but it was really uncalled for, and no one was like. Everybody's like, "What the fuck did that come?"
Yeah. What? Yeah. What's happening?
Yeah. I mean, we're just like, "What the fuck?" What
And
is
you know,
that?
you mentioned TikTok, and you know what's funny about it? I have a TikTok account. You know, I posted like part of my skit on TikTok because you know it's only like a minute, I think, is the limit. Um, and it got a good amount of views for like the first thing I posted, but something that took absolutely no effort to make, that was the most randomest thing ever, got more likes and views than something that took me like hours to create, which is the AI video.
Ain't that funny how life works?
Yeah, literally the video that got the most likes, I was doing something stupid because I was too lazy to pick up a bottle from the floor, right? And I was like, how can I make this into a fun thing that I could film on my phone? And I was like, I got it. Let me try to kick the bottle up onto the trash can, into it. And I was like, I just started recording, and I recorded my attempts of me trying to kick the bottle up into the trash can. And when I did, I just got really excited, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, all right, stupid video posted. All right, good, got something out. And then it just got like 53 likes, I think, 200 views. And I'm just like, why didn't my actual skit that I worked hard on get this much love?
Honestly, TikTok is probably the one thing I start pushing before it gets banned.
No, yeah, because TikTok, it has a good algorithm, I believe, since the videos are short and the For You page is always updating itself. There's a lot of chance for a lot of people to get on there.
Yeah, I think
I always see new people on there.
Yeah, I mean the whole. I think TikTok is really great. I know it gets a lot of hate, and everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, you're on TikTok! Oh my gosh!"
Yeah, but I love it. I mean, what I do is just to not run into any like of the drama side of TikTok or politics side of TikTok or any of that stuff. Because I usually avoid all of that because I'm not really educated enough to even talk about it anyway. I usually just follow the creators I find hilarious and go to the following page. And then whenever I want to see something random that's like a trend or something, I go to the For You page.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it. Like I said, I personally like TikTok, and I think it gets.
I love it.
I think it gets too much hate for the way it's changing things. I think with anything, like if it's mainstream, it's gonna get hate, no matter what it is.
There's always a side that hates just hates the app in general. There's always going to be a side on anything, whether you're doing something good. There might be people that you want to give you hate for it. It's just a thing that happens on the internet, which I've accepted a long time ago. But I feel like people need to start accepting the fact that on the internet, whatever you post, or especially if you post your thoughts on something that's controversial or whatever, you're going to get hate for it. Even even if you think like, oh, this sounds good, it's not really highlighting anything bad on any side, you're still gonna get hate for it.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, you're gonna get hate anyway, because if you do something, you get hate. If you don't, you get hate for not doing anything. So I'm just like, just do you. Don't focus on what people say.
Dell, I told you not to download TikTok because it is a rabbit hole. It is a very much rabbit hole. Like once you get on, you're done. Like you addicted. Like I downloaded it as a joke, and now I'm addicted. I like
that's actually the same thing. Like I downloaded it as a joke. I'm like, oh, let me get on TikTok, see what's up, and then I just keep going to it for like short entertainment.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's
like whenever I don't want to spend time looking for a YouTube video or something, I'm just like, TikTok it is.
TikTok. Guys, the Restream IO that just posted, follow that link. That is the link to his channel on YouTube. Go ahead and drop a subscribe on his channel, so we can show him some love.
Thank you, really appreciate it.
Oh yeah, man. Like you're upcoming content creator. I love it. I gotta find my friend Nathan. I gotta see if I can link you with him, because he's another. podcast guest that I had on, he does a lot of filmmaking. He's actually in LA right now filming some movies. So I think that would be
No, yeah, if you could link me up, that'll be great, you know?
Yeah, for sure. But we're closing in about an hour now. So I appreciate everybody for coming out. This has been Mr. Angel, underrated content creator. Or no,
It's
so
underrated
creator. There we go.
I wonder what my name will be when I am rated. That's gonna be a difficult thing. When I am rated, I'm just still underrated. Like
best rated content creator.
Horrible.
That's what I would say.
I'm horrible at names.
Best rated.
I wanted to make it just creator, but then it's like there's so many people probably named creator on YouTube, and that makes it harder for my channel to find. So I mean,
that's true.
I don't know. Maybe that's something I'll meditate on. What's a good name for you?
I mean, just do you, man. That's how we came up with Daydreams. We just was like, you know.
Yeah, that's a good name.
It's something that I do all the time. Oh wait,
yeah,
Daydream.
I daydream all the time too. I could be doing something. I mean, especially in like classes and stuff. Jeez, I'm just like I could be writing something and just be like, and just stay there for like minutes.
Hold on one second. It says it took them to Daydreams. No, he's on here. I just subscribed.
No, yeah.
Shouldn't have taken you to Daydreams.
Somebody named Randall Travis subscribed, which thank you.
There we go.
Yeah, so
that's Randall. He's in the chat right now.
Thank you, Randall. I appreciate it.
Okay, guys. Stay on Twitch. If you're over on Twitch, stay on. I'm gonna raid somebody real quick. Let's raid somebody and then we'll call it a night. So I'm gonna keep you over here. Let me raid somebody and then let's just figure out what the heck's going on. Who do I want to raid though? Do I want another podcast? I don't want to find a podcast. I just want to raid one of my friends. Is that all right? Let's raid this guy.
I think you should raid one of your friends.
Yeah, I'm gonna raid one of my friends. Tickables. We'll go him. He's a cool guy.
I like that name. Wait, what was it? Tickables?
Techables.
Techables. I thought it was Tickables. I was like,
no, he's definitely a cool guy. The link isn't working for me. Del, I'll send it to you through Discord, okay? Let me see. Techables. We're gonna raid. Only one viewer. Where did everybody go, bro? No, we got three. Here we go. I'll catch you on IG. Yep. All right, guys. I'm gonna raid. And then I'm gonna end stream. Bye, guys. I love you.
Bye, everybody. Thank you for coming.
Bye, guys. I love you. Bye, everybody. Right now. And then I got you, bud. So stay on here. I'm gonna end stream. Sound good?
All right. Gotcha.